Almost everybody in the world loves chicken. With over 50 billion chickens slaughtered every year, this makes it one of the most sought after goods amongst consumers. However, the production process for chickens and farmers alike is more inhumane than we can imagine, and is very well hidden from the public. This is Big Chicken. So as you can see by the bar graph, chicken is the most produced meat in the world, beating pork by over 3 tons. In 1925, it took about 212 days to grow a 2.5-pound chicken. However, today, it takes only 47 days to grow a 6-pound chicken. Now, when people think of free range, they typically think that this is free range. However, this is what is free range. And with minimal space to move around, whether it be redefining the terms of free range or all natural through lobbying, this is how corporations rig the system for us and for you. These are all corporations that own tiny industries. So, for example, PepsiCo owns Lay's, Tostitos, Cheetos, Mountain Dew, Pepsi, obviously. Coca-Cola owns Coke, Fanta, Dasani. Many corporations own many other tiny companies. The same thing goes for chicken. What the past slide was about was calling that Big Foods. This is called Big Chicken. Tyson, Pilgrim's, Perdue, and Sanderson Farms own all of these little companies. And the largest chicken producer is us. And the interesting part is that Coke Foods, Perdue, Sanderson Farms, Pilgrim's Pride, and Tyson Foods are all labeled as separate, even though we know that Perdue, Sanderson Farms, Pilgrim's Pride, and Tyson Foods are all based in one company. Now, the reason I bring this up is because I had watched a documentary called Super Size Me 2 by Morgan Spurlock, and his journey was to go and make a healthy fast food restaurant. In order to do this, he wanted to get his own chicken farm and called many Perdue company owners, Tyson company owners, and no one would give him any chickens. However, this one man named Jonathan Buttram had given him one coop of his land. But Tyson did not find this very nice, because once they found out that Jonathan was helping Morgan with building the chicken coop, he had gotten an email from the company owner saying that this was bad because Morgan was going to ruin their reputation, and Jonathan still continued helping him, but he had also taught us about the ranking system in the chicken companies. The chicken companies have a ranking system between all family farmers, and they all rank them by height, how they look, everything about the chickens. And if they don't seem right, then they give them in the lowest rank and give them the least money. So these are a few of the men that have talked throughout the documentary. This man was a former Tyson worker. He was a field representative, and he first started off saying that he was disgusted by the amount of cruelty he saw in the farms. This man is a chicken farmer, a family-owned chicken farmer, and he had to pick his chickens 2 days after his son died. This man is just very sad. He cried during the documentary, and this guy, he wishes that no one has to suffer the same fate that he does, because they are all in so much debt. Because Tyson Foods compels people, brings them in, says, hey, we can give you a chicken company, but you have to pay us, and you will be in debt. And this man said that this is true. He said that Tyson purposely does this to keep their employees and to keep them in debt. And finally, we have our man, Jonathan Buttram. During the end of the documentary, he had stated that he was put at the bottom of the ranking, even though he had the largest chicken. And after this documentary, he had no more chickens sent to his barn. So he had been blackballed by the company. That is Big Chicken.